beautiful people, global citizens. Welcome to this channel. Have your friends, have your Hello, beautiful people, global citizens. You're welcome to Afro 360 on Cosmopolitan Studios. My name is YB, and if you see me, it means we've got a very interesting conversation to have with the community, with the continent, with the motherland, because that's how we do it. We talk about the issues, we digest it, and these days I'm really gravitating towards the solutions, really, because we've talked about the problems enough, we've talked about the challenges enough, and I want us to move beyond that to begin to prescribe solutions. So these days, when you see me, it's gonna be more of me trying to prescribe solutions. That way, we make some progress. That way, we move forward. Because talking about the problem all the time is not gonna really help us. It's just like all talk and the problem is still persistent. That doesn't make any sense to me. So first of all, you're welcome. Thanks for making time with us, for making time with me, with the community. This is Afro 360, and this right here is Cosmopolitan Studios. If you haven't subscribed already, please show us some love. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can hit the notification bell. That way, whenever we post a video, you get a notification. You can also give us some thumbs up, some likes here and there, as it helps with the algorithms and all of that. And of course, you can share the video and let people know what we're all about on Cosmopolitan Studios. So today I'm going to do something that really centers around Ghana, the Ghana music industry, because, hey, like you all know, I'm a Ghanaian. Even though I'm very much interested in the business of the continent, I am originally Ghanaian. My blood is Ghana, and I'm always gonna be interested in Ghanaian related issues, Ghanaian interest, and all of that. So other days we talk Nigeria, we talk Sierra Leone, we talk Senegal, we talk Benin, Cameroon, we talk Morocco, Egypt, and all of that. I'm all the 54 countries across the continent of Africa, but today we're talking about Ghana and the music scene or industry. So for a couple of months, or I should say years, for about 2 3 years, since the emergence of Afrobeat, the birth of Afrobeat, and how it's done so beautifully well on the market, on the international market. How it's got global attention now. How the consumption, the penetration of this genre, this African genre, it's become very appealing to the international market. We have very beautiful collaborations all across, from the Beyoncés to the Jason Derulos to Selena Gomez to Ed Sheeran, name it. Everybody's talking about Afrobeat, and it's beautiful. It's fantastic. I don't want to talk about where Afrobeat originated from or who owns Afrobeat, because technically music cannot be owned by one person. Music is it's a communication. It's an art. It's you expressing yourself, your feelings, your emotions. Somebody can have the idea, or somebody can generate part of the orchestration, but along the line people get to add stuff to it, people get to dilute it, people get to add spice to it, and it becomes different. So I don't really want to buy into the concept of people claiming ownership of a genre of music. Hey, you could have started it, the idea could have come from you, but along the line there are a lot of incorporations, there are a lot of additions and subtractions that all together makes it different, nice. And that's what music is about. It's an expression of people's emotions and feelings, taking into consideration events and happenings around them, and their own emotional, psychological experiences or states. So let's go beyond that. Let's move the conversation to a different angle, where it's more like Ghana. So when you take Ghana as an industry, um, if you watch a lot of the Ghanaian TV stations and listen to a lot of the Ghanaian radio stations, there's a lot of conversations, a lot of interactions about how the Ghana music industry is struggling. And the concern really for a lot of Ghanaians is the fact that they think, or I should say we think, that Ghanaians, even though are churning out good music, are not getting the recognition, are not getting the penetration, are not getting the buzz, and are not also making the money they are supposed to make. Comparing it to our Nigerian brothers and sisters. And even though I don't want to do the comparison, taking Ghana as a country, as an entity, as an industry, you want to ask yourself, what are we doing wrong? And how can we correct the wrongs? Which is really the focus of this video today. So this video really is me prescribing or suggesting the way forward for Ghana. Now, this is all things being equal. If we were not comparing ourselves with any country, with any other international body or whatever. This is just Ghana. The fact that we as a country, we as an industry, as an art and entertainment industry, looking at the number of talents that we have, how we should be positioning ourselves to get the attention, the buzz, and of course the money that we deserve, and to be filling the stadia, the big auditoriums, the O2 arenas, the London stadia, the US auditorium or auditoria, the Madison Squares, and all of that. So this is Ghana. I'm going to talk about 5 things we can do right to put the Ghana music back on track. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is Ghanaians must begin or continue to make very good music and be consistent with it. Now, if you listen to me carefully, I'm saying that we must begin, we must continue, because I know people who have been consistent, who don't sleep, who don't take a break, who literally eat and sleep in the studio. They're always recording. They are always working. They are putting in the work. I know some of the artists. So they must continue. And for those who are not churning out good music consistently and they want to put one song out and wait for a whole 6 months, a whole 1 year, a whole 2 years before they put another out, I'm sorry, that's not consistent enough, because the music scene, the international scene, the international consumption is very strong. The appetite for music is very strong. And so you want to make sure that you're being consistent. You're churning out good music day in, day out. So numbers and then the quality. It got to be more songs, and they got to be good songs. So if you make more songs and they are not good songs, I'm sorry, you're out. You got to make the songs that are nice, that are groovy. People can hit the clubs with it, do the parties with it, the wedding receptions with it. When they're driving on the freeway or the highway, they should be able to groove into your song in their cars. That is the kind of songs you want to make. And you got to be dropping it a bit more often if you want to stay relevant. So Ghanaians must start to make and continue. Now, Stonebwoy, he's been working non-stop. I'm sorry, I don't care what kind of fan base you belong to, whether you like his music or not, but I, looking at it from the neutral point of view, as an entertainment consumer, critic, as somebody who understands the Ghanaian entertainment scene, the Ghanaian music scene, who has followed it for years and seen a lot of artists come and go, Stonebwoy is one artist who has been consistent with good music. He's got a lot of songs, good in terms of the numbers, and the songs are good, quality, and he's working, so he's been consistent. Kiddy has been consistent. Yes, he's also working hard until recently, about a year or two after his Touch It song. After Touch It, I think it took a little bit of a back burner. Apparently he wasn't well and all of that. I get it. People have psychological and emotional breakdowns. People sometimes need time to have an introspection, to refresh, to revitalize, and all of that. I get it. But Kiddy, until his recent break, up until I think Touch It and the remix with Tiger, had been very consistent. You know, from when he came in with Kwame Eugene on Links, and when they were dropping all the songs. I mean, the songs are so many. I'm not gonna be able to talk about all the titles, but Kitty and Kwame Eugene, say 2016, 17, 18, 19, were dropping bangers like back to back to back. So Kitty has been consistent, and he took a break, and he's now back with Liquor with Stonebwoy on it. So Stonebwoy, hands down, has been very hardworking. He's been consistent. Um, so we got to be consistent. Good music. The Davidos, the Wizkids, the Burna Boys, the Shake's, the Tiwa Savage, they drop songs, man, and the songs are good. So Ghana, please, let's be consistent with the songs, and they have to be good. So big up Stonebwoy, big up Skitty. Um, um, who else is making a lot of waves? King Promise. Big ups, man. 5 star. Big ups, King Promise. Terminator is crazy. Great vibe. And even before that, his previous album, I think 5 star album, something like that. That was beautiful. He had Ginger on that song. He did something with Chance the rapper. That was a beautiful song. The album was good. It was dope. King Promise. Before that, he's done songs with Shatawale. We Go Be Alright. I think the title is Alright. Um, the Commandos, the Sisa, all those songs, like 4 years, 3 years ago, they were big songs, they were bangers. So King Promise, you've been putting in the work. Another consistent artist. Good job, King Promise. So Stonebwoy has been consistent. King Promise has been consistent. Wendy Shay started pretty good, but these days she's been kind of like taking the back burner. So for those who are consistent, good job. Keep doing it. Sako dear, yes, consistent. I'll give him that as well. Sako dear consistency, I'll give him that as well. He's been dropping songs, you know, dropping albums and all of that. So Sako dear, yep, he's also been putting in the work. If I didn't mention your name, it's not because I don't like your song or I don't like your music or I'm not a part of your fan base. I don't do fan bases. I mean, I'm human. I have my preference, but I'm all about the whole industry. And so, big ups to the guys who are putting in the good songs. So keep putting in the good songs. Keep being consistent, and you're gonna get the result sooner or later. It's gonna come. Um, Now, the second thing I want to talk about, it's when you talk about music as an industry, for you to be relevant, for you to sell out arenas, for you to sell out stadia, or for you to sell out event spaces or venues, especially when it comes to the concerts, you don't have to just make the music, put it out there, then just sit. People are going to enjoy the music, but there is no sophistication around you as a personality, as a person, as an artist, as a human being. And people are drawn to sophistication. People want to see you as an icon. So if you put out the music and you are not putting in the work to build yourself as a person and have a lifestyle outside the music, have an aura that is attractive, that is inviting, that is contagious, that is what make the people want to see you and touch you. In fact, when you are going to a place as an artist, people should be rushing to touch you. People should be rushing just to be a few meters or a few miles in that same space that you are in, because there's an aura that attracts them. Now, if you are not able to build that as an artist, I'm sorry, it's going to be hard for you to fill the auditorium. If you put out a show, you're not going to make the concerts that big. It's not going to be massive, because people don't just come because of the music. They come because they want to be up and close. They want to be up close and personal with the artist, or they have to be interested in what you wear, what you eat, say the way you move, the way you talk, the kind of commentaries you make outside music. So have a lifestyle aside the music that is attractive enough to make people want to buy your ticket to come to your shows. And that is what the Nigerians are doing right. I don't care what lifestyle you choose, but it has to be something that is compelling, something that has got a bit of a sophistication. It should be a bit sophisticated. It can't just be dry. It can't just be boring. Because people don't just come to the stadium or come to the concert because of the music. They might as well just stay in their cars and their homes and enjoy the music and just blow up the speakers with your songs. But they want to come and see you because they want to touch you. They want to be in close proximity with you. So Ghanaian artists must start branding themselves, must start putting in the work and have something that they do apart from the music itself. Kanye is big. We've seen how crazy Kanye has been over the years, just walking on stage to snatch or get awards from people that he thought they didn't deserve it. It was big on the news. Everybody was talking about it. It was crazy. Is this, is that. But he was on the headlines. He made the news. That's the razzmatazz. That's the contagion. You have to be contagious. People should be talking about you. So you have to pick a lifestyle. I don't care. It could be you making commentaries on politics, societal issues, policy making. It could be sports. It could be you being a fan of football, and even though you are a musician, you are always crazy and gaga when it comes to football or soccer, where you are seen going to the stadium to watch matches, to take pictures, autographs with the fans, and even display some skills, a little bit of skills, just a little bit of skills. Oh, I didn't know Kim Promise could play football. I didn't know Sarkodie could just, do that leg over and all of that. Oh, I didn't know Stonebwoy could ride a bike like that. I didn't know Shatawale could spin a bike like that. I didn't know Shatawale was passionate about the Ghanaian educational system and some policies that he's been trying to champion. There has to be some news about you, some lifestyle that is contagious, that the people love about you, aside your music. And so Ghanaian artists, your personal branding and lifestyle modification, and make yourself look like somebody that can still make the news besides their music, or somebody who can make the news or be on the headlines for different reasons other than their music. That way you become an icon. That is how the Michael Jacksons did it. People couldn't wait to see them. The auditorium is always full in advance. Even the streets go crazy. Miles away from the auditorium, that space, people are like suffocating. There are stampedes. People just want to be in that space because it's Michael Jackson, because it's Beyonce, because it's 50 Cent, because it's Jay-Z. So it's not just about going to the studio and putting out a good song and just hearing people play it in their cars and a few pubs and restaurants and clubs. No, when you as an artist, when you step out of your car, when you are going to a place, how is the reception? How is this? Is are the streets going crazy? I think for this particular side of the conversation or this particular point, Shatawale, I think 2014, 2015, thereabout, he had that personality where the crowds were crazy, the streets were crazy when you hear Shatawale. He had that personality that was infectious. He was like a god. And even that line in the song, "If Nana no dey, we get command," that Starboy song, he has a line there. If Nana no dey, we get command. Now he's referring to the Ghanaian president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. At the time he released the song, he was saying that, because of course Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is the president of Ghana. He has a huge following. When it's coming, there's that crowd. And he's saying that, well, if Nana is not there, in the absence of Nana, he, Shatawale, rules the streets. He takes over. Now he's just saying that he's as popular as the president. That was at the time. But unfortunately, that popularity has gone down. And so then there's the consistency. He got it right when he was getting back into the industry after he rebranded from Bandana to Shatawale. He was crazy. Even Burna Boy, he had Burna Boy and Hosanna. The Burna Boy today, Shatawale featured him because that was how big he was. So Shatawale did good with that personality and lifestyle branding. But as to how that that fire went down, I don't want to get into it. I don't want trouble. But I give him the credit for having an infectious personality around 2014, 2015. We need to do more than the music. Make the headlines. Have interest in other areas, sports, humanitarian stuff. If it's biking, if it's football, if it's policy making, something. So Ghana, besides the music or beyond the music, artists must be creative enough to have a personality that is attractive, that makes people go crazy, to make people want to buy tickets to go to their shows. Now, number three. Now, number three is that we have been saying for so many times, time and again, that there isn't a lot of money in the industry, and that is true. The money just is not there. I see the boys struggling. I see artists trying to make it. They're putting out the songs. They are doing the radio tours. They're doing the clubs and all of that just to get that popularity, that buzz going. The music videos they are trying, but because they don't have the fans, they are not able to do it on the scale that will make them compete on that international level. Because hey, if you want to shoot a very crazy music video, you need logistics, you need equipment, world class, top notch. Of course, you can use outdated equipment, say 10 years old equipment, to shoot a music video today and expect to get the same feedback like somebody who used 2023 manufactured equipment quality. It's not going to happen. You cannot use 10 years ago equipment to shoot a music video and expect to get that same level of appreciation like somebody who used 2023 manufactured equipment. And see, it's not going to happen. So they need to get equipment. They need to get the best directors. They need to get the best visualizers, people who can design concepts, the branding, the fashion. They need money, and even the engineers, the producers they work with. They are world-class engineers and producers that are ready to work with everybody so far as you can pay. It's all about the l'argent. Kudi, cash. Right there, no. Shika, no. But the money just isn't there. So the artists are struggling. They are. The talent is there. Stoneboy Waha. Stoneboy is there. Sarko Dear King Promise. Look at Last Made. Look at this kid. Last Made is making waves. Last Made is making waves. 3 songs. Beautiful songs from the first one. I've forgotten the title, but the very first one. And then there was Running, and now there's Bad Boy. The songs are good. Now Olive the Boy is here making waves. I know he just got signed to Akon Brothers record label. But yes. So that is good. So the question is that why don't we have enough funds, enough money in the system? Don't we have rich people in Ghana? Don't we have millionaires in Ghana? I know I don't care what kind of denomination. You can be millionaires in Ghana cities. I even believe you have millionaires in dollars in Ghana. I don't know about billionaires, but millionaires for sure in dollars. I'm sure we have some. So why are they not interested in investing in the arts, entertainment industry? Why is everybody doing real estate? Why is everybody trying to go into aviation? Why is everybody trying to go into media? Every day there are radio stations springing up. And it takes millions of cities, if not dollars, to put together a whole radio or media house, the whole architecture. from the physical installation to the IT installations to the human resource. It takes a lot. But radio stations keep coming up, TV stations keep coming up. Real estate, go to East Legon, go to airport, go to what do you call it? Osu, Kwabenya, now Kumase, Takra. The hotels keep coming. The real estate, the big houses, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, they are coming up. They keep springing up like what? Kids springing up with candies. So why are our rich people, our wealthy people in Ghana only fixated on aviation, automobile, and media and real estate? Why can't we also look into the art and entertainment industry? Because we all enjoy it. When the rich people are having their parties, they play the songs. They invite the Shatawales, the Stone Boys, the King Promise, the Kiddies, the Kwame Eugenes, the Wendy Shays, you know. So if we consume it, why can't we put money to make it better? So all the rich guys in Ghana, it's about time. Kwame Bediako, Jacob Caesar, I believe that's the name. I greet you, sir, but we need more of your money in the industry. Despite Group, please, sir, we need more of your money in the industry. Just a little bit of your cash. The real estate gurus, the Sam Jonas, salute, sir. We need more of your money. It's okay to do real estate. It's okay to do aviation. It's okay to do media. But music and the art industry is also one area that needs a lot of attention, and that could be very lucrative with the right people, the right team, with the right contracts, with the right documentations. You can make good money. So please, let's have confidence in the boys and let's diversify and invest in the art and entertainment culture at this point, or for this video, the purposes of this video, in the music industry. Let's go to the fourth point. Artists must be ready to sign on to record labels or have a team that is as good, experienced, and that has the expertise that a record label has, because they are two-sided. For some reason, some artists don't want to have a record label. I respect that decision. They probably have done their research and they know why they don't prefer a record label. I respect that. But if you are not going to get signed on to a record label, the team you put together, the resource, the lawyers, the engineers, the publicists, your writers, if you have people writing your songs for you, your fashion or your stylist, I should say, your tour assistant, or the people that help you to do your tours, organize your shows, your end of year. I know how we have the circle there, the Stormboy doing their own concerts at the end of the year. Those people that you need to help make those shows, those music concerts successful, you need to select the right people that know the job. Even if they are expensive, you need them because they know the job, they have the experience, they work with other people, or they have worked with other international artists, and they know how those artists did it. That give them the attention, the mileage that they got. So if you want that same level of attention and mileage, the international people, I don't want to mention it because I don't want somebody to be the yardstick. I can't say that Davido should be the standard for Sarkodie or Stonebwoy. I don't want to say Burna Boy should be the standard for Shatawale or Stonebwoy or Kiddy, because they could be bigger than Burna Boy. Stonebwoy could be bigger than Burna Boy in 2 years' time or 3 years' time. So I don't want to use them as the yardstick. But anybody that you look up to, being it Jay-Z, being it Beyonce, being it Selena Gomez, being it Chris Brown, being it Madonna, you have to get the people those international artists use if you want to get to their level. So it's either you go find your own investor who has the money And then you assemble a team that has the competence and the expertise that a record label would have or would put together to champion the cause of an artist they sign. If not, you're not going to get the same result that an artist who is signed to a record label would get. So if you don't want to get signed onto a record label and you don't have the money to assemble a team of experts, how do you expect to get that international attention or get to that international level? Because to get to that international level, you need to put in the international work. The ingredients, the components should be international standard. That way, when you put in that international work, the result that comes out is befitting of an international recognition, is deserving of an international award, is deserving of filling the O2 Arena, is deserving of filling the Madison Square. So the work, the investment, the expertise that you employ will reflect how far you're going to go. It will reflect your penetration level. It will reflect the buzz you get in America, in Europe, in Asia. So without a work, don't expect magic. Without the right team, don't expect magic. That is how it is. So Ghanaians, it's either you get signed onto a record label, let them put in the work, be patient, and rise steadily to become the international icon, or you get an investor and make sure that when you are assembling your team, your publicists, your producers, your video directors, your stylists and all of that, you get competent people. They may be expensive, but those are the people that get to the international level. So get the money and employ those experts so that they can guide you, show you the way, the path, how to get there, how to do it, how to dress, the right songs to record, the quality of instrumentation, of lyrics. If you need songwriters, they have to pay them. When you're doing your media tour, the radio stations you go to, the money you have to put in, the team, the bars, the noise, the activations you have to do, the branding, the t-shirts, the caps, whatever you have to do, it's money. Get the money, get the right team. Don't go get some cheap, low-cost team and expect them to do what? Take you to Grammys? Or take you to the BET? It's not going to happen. So let's get serious. Sign on to a record label, let them put in the work, be patient, get to the top, or get the money from an investor and put together a competent team of experts who know what they are doing. And the last but not the least point I'll talk about is the fact that I've seen people come and go in America, not necessarily go, but people who have lived their glory days, that days where they were on top, they were active, they were very loud in a good way, like they were all over the place. They were getting the ambassadorial deals. They are getting the fans to go crazy. They are putting in the work. They are in Europe today. They are in America the next day. They are in Asia the following day. They are very active. But like everything in life, you can't stay at the top forever, or you can't stay on top forever. So Ghanaian artists who have been in the game for 15, 20 years, 25 years, it's okay to beat your chest and say, hey, I've been here for 20 years, 2 decades. It's okay to say, hey, the contribution I've put in is incredible. It's something you cannot take for granted. It's okay to think that. And of course, you deserve the credit. If you have been here for that long, you deserve the credit. You are part of the people that originated it or created it. We salute you. We salute you. But the point is that nobody stays on top forever. So let's appreciate the fact that whether you like it or not, there's going to be a time where your popularity and your level of influence is going to start to go down because new artists, a new crop of artists are coming up. And that is life. You are a baby, you are a teenager, young adults, middle age, old age, you're gonna die, whether you like it or not. So it's the same thing with the industry. People who started 20, 30 years ago, who were very active 20, 30 years ago, don't have to necessarily try to fight the young folks that are coming up. If you are a musician in a certain genre and you have been doing it for 20 years and there's a new kid on the block, the fact that you've been doing it for 20 years does not mean that that new kid has to kowtow or bow to you. No, they don't. They gotta respect you as a pioneer, as a veteran, as an OG, but they don't have to worship you. They don't need your permission. They can get your blessing if they need it or if they choose to get it. But you don't have to be bitter and say, hey, I've been here for 20 years, and this new kid that I come, they don't have no respect. They see you and they don't even show you respect. They don't come to you to ask you how to do it. They just, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, OG. That is bitterness. You've been there. You've done it. We've celebrated you. We've given you the money that you deserve. We've given you the respect you deserve, the accolades, the awards. It gets to a point where new people have to come. You can't stay young forever. You can't stay relevant forever. You can stay relevant for long, but not forever. So it gets to that point where the pioneers, the veterans, the OGs must accept that. They came, they saw, they conquered, they did the best they could. They are legends. But new people are going to come. And when they come, you only try to hold their hands, those that are willing, or those that come to you, to show them the way. If they will listen, good for them. If they don't be bitter. Don't be filled with contempt. No. Allow them to do their thing. Encourage them, support them. Life is such that once you have a lot of wisdom, a lot of experience, the kids that are coming are going to come to you for advice. That's why we have consultation. They consult with you. Hey, you've done it for years. Show me the way. But that is their respecting and choosing to come to you. If they don't, it's fine. Just stay in your own corner and enjoy your royalties and the money and the dividends and profits of the investment and the work you put in 20 years ago. But the sabotaging has to stop. So the Ghanaian legends who are still here, whether in hip life, whether in rap music and all of that, must start to see themselves as role models who can be of support to the young kids, but not to sabotage them. So for instance, if Stonebwoy or Sarkodie or Shatawale has been in the game for 10 years or 15 years, and now there's Last Mate or Olive the Boy, or there's this new kid, there was this kid, I really liked his song. Stonebwoy featured him or did a collaboration with him. The name is not coming right now. It's not popping right now. Yeah, but that kid was good with dancehall. Kili Kili, I don't know. Yeah, but he did a song with Stonebwoy. It's gonna come later on. But that kid is good. It's dancehall, like dancehall dance. I can tell like this is a kid who is very talented. Stonebwoy shouldn't hate on him, or shouldn't be envious of him because hey, he's coming hard and it's dancehall and maybe he's gonna take my shine. No, Stonebwoy has been doing it for years. So Stonebwoy has to be happy that there's a new kid who's gonna take after me when I'm gone. That is how life is. And Stonebwoy has to be there to support him and encourage him if he needs any kind of advice. Consult with Stonebwoy. Oh, Stonebwoy, how did you do it for 10 years, for 20 years, for 15 years? Same thing with Sarkodie. The Amrados and the strongmans are coming. They can go to Sarkodie. So it has to be, you're ready to hold their hands and help them climb. Not because you think, you got to reign forever, so let's keep stampeding. Let's keep stamping on them. Let's keep suppressing them so they never rise. That is not a mentality we need. So OGs, veterans, please hold the hands of the kids that are coming up and help them to rise and shine. And not keep stepping on them. I'm not saying anybody's stepping on anybody, but the mentality, you see it in the air. The sabotaging is there. Nobody's admitting it, but I can see it. I'm saying that is not healthy. We need to give the young guys the opportunity to shine. And it's the same thing with our pundits. We always have the same people going to radio stations and TV stations as if The young kids that are coming don't know anything. Give the young kids the chance to learn. They got to make the mistakes to be better. So let's stop bringing the same pundits on entertainment shows because they are the people that have all the wisdom in the world, like Rikwana say. I beg your pardon. We can't grow a community, a society like that. Because whether you like it or not, people are going to pass away. And what happens if you have not trained the people that are coming now, that are coming to take over from the people that are going to pass away? They are going to be stranded. So you got to teach them now that you are around. That is resource. Get them ready for the future whilst you are here now. Because when you die with your wisdom and your knowledge and your expertise, there's going to be nothing for them to tap into. I know they got to be humble. They got to be respectful. But we, the OGs, or you, the OGs, I don't even know where I belong right now, whether I'm upcoming or I'm also part of the OGs. But the OGs shouldn't sabotage the young kids that are coming. Let's give them the chance to shine. And so these are the 5 things Ghanaians have to work on. Consistency in music, good music, in terms of numbers and quality all the time. There has to be a lifestyle outside music that is appealing and attractive enough to make people want to buy the ticket shows and concert shows and go watch. Wealthy people, business men, business moguls in aviation, real estate, media must diversify and pay attention to the arts and entertainment music industry and support the guys so they can make quality videos, make a lot of songs, and do a lot of branding and marketing and promotion to get themselves out there. OGs, veterans must appreciate the new kids that are coming and should try not to sabotage them. Rather, they should help them, hold their hands and help them rise. Show them the way, how you did it. Share your knowledge with them, your wisdom with them, and not sabotage them. Pundits. Let's invite the younger ones on our shows. Despite, Multimedia, Atinka, City. Let's broaden the scope. Mpanyinfo no madibi nkwala ne nso so mo bom so mo so mo didi na mpanyinfo na debia na mo di na mo furu nyina ya akese na nkwala ne so komedi om. When you stop the kids, that's when they turn to this delinquent lifestyle, this promiscuous lifestyle, because you're not allowing them to learn. You're not allowing them to do stuff for you to pay them. If you give them an opportunity, they will make mistakes, but you have to make mistakes to get better. So give them the chance, the internship, the attachment. When there's somebody sitting on that platform for 20 years, please get them out. Bring a new kid who is a young graduate. Let them sit behind a console, make the mistake, teach them. And if you're a consumer and a new person comes to take over and they're making mistakes, let's take our time with the criticisms. Now, the more I want to mean yet. Yeah, I'm getting a bit emotional, but this is Ghana. They understand what I'm saying. We got to give the young kids the chance to shine, and not keep putting money in an account that are already filled, that are already full, whilst others are hungry and starving. We keep giving contracts and job opportunities to the same people, same people, different contracts, whilst others are starving. They don't have experience. They don't know the business, the terrain. They don't understand the market. Show them. Let them make mistakes. Somebody showed you. That's how you're better today. Enough of the excuses. And Ghana, Nigeria is not your standard. Put in the work. Get the right people. Record label or a competent team. Get the investor to put money in. Put the music out. Last Minute is good. Olive the Boy is good. Miss B is struggling, but she's still good. With the right direction, she's gonna make it. This has been Afro 360 on Cosmopolitan Studios. My name is YB. If you like this, share the video, man. Let's make Ghana better. Let's make Ghana strong again. You have what it takes. You only need direction. I do this because I love Ghana, I love my country. But above all, I love Africa. And most importantly, I love the globe because I'm a global citizen. Keep sharing, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Catch you on the next video. I'm out.